Three can keep a secret if two of them are dead. Have You Seen Me seamlessly picks up where Gossip Girl leaves off, but with more sex, more lies, and more dead bodies a la How to Get Away with Murder and You. When a coveted member of a group of entitled yet ambitious 20-somethings goes missing, their deadly secret is threatened to be exposed. But the real question is, who will be next? Read Have You Seen Me by creator Candy Washington on Amazon Kindle Vella, or listen and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Candy Shop. What is up? So today we are going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I'm not saying I'm psychic because I don't believe in that, but my conspiracy theories tend to come true. They tend to be confirmed. They tend to be co-signed. And in this episode number 2, STORMI pretty much co-signed and confirmed my original conspiracy theory about why Marceau posted the post, basically exposing Maurice. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch that episode, or my recap rather, where I gave my reason for the conspiracy theory, because it's essentially exactly what STORMI said this episode. So as you guys come in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Candy, and I love just having a fun kiki with you guys and have fun and enjoy. Drop your candy canes in the chat box. Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know your thoughts on the episode, and we are gonna get into it. I know I went a little late, a little early today. It's Oscars. I'm getting ready. I'm going out tonight for all the parties. I live in LA, so we're gonna party up tonight. So bear with me. I'm about to party tonight, you guys. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Charisse. Cherie Salim says, oh yes, STORMI got the tea. STORMI does have the tea. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but now let's recap the episode a bit. So, top of the episode, we have Martel. To me, Martel is just so cheesy, right? Like, he's just a cornball to me. I don't take him seriously. I think he's continuously in competition with Mel. Like, even, like, sexying up his look and trying to do the, like, weird calendar thing, to me was just really corny. It was really cheesy, really corny. And I also think it's the wrong direction for his brand. I think that if he wants to be taken seriously, I think he should have gone more of the distinguished GQ, gentleman, businessman, C-suite route, right? Not this sort of like cheesy cornball 99-cent store man calendar look going on with this like baby oil that was so awkward when Destiny was just like, I'm not touching you, boo-boo. I don't know. I know that woman, he said the original Mel, whatever her name was. And I don't say that respectfully. She seemed like a really sweet woman. I guess she's the manager, but I think that he misstepped with his rebranding. I don't think with Martel, given everything he has done, his current reputation, I don't think being this sexy playboy, weird, awkward photo shoot / I'm now doing a children's book with my kids brand makes sense. Again, I think he really should have went the distinguished gentleman, executive, business suit, stepping off a private jet, hanging out on the yacht, in the 3-piece suit. You know what I mean? That to me would have, like, he should have come out with like a business book, not a children's book. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like Martel just can't get it together. Like, he just can't get it together. And I don't really know what he was going for with that. With that being said, when it comes to Destiny versus Melody, I hate it when women are pinned against each other, but since they are, let's just have fun with it. Just a good kiki. I'm team Destiny. Not gonna lie. I think that Mel never liked the fact that Destiny and Martel were close, but she pretended and fronted that she did. And another thing I noticed with Melody, and this is what people have been saying, is that every season she has a new BFF until they have a falling out. Like first season, it was like her and Tisha were BFF, and then they had a falling out. And then it was like the second and third season were almost the same with the lockdown and all that stuff. But then she was BFFs with Destiny. They had a falling out. Then she brought in Tiffany. I don't think that Melody and Tiffany necessarily had a falling out, but I think Tiffany is getting smart to the fact that Melody uses her as her mouthpiece. And I think Tiffany is tired of catching all of the smoke when really she was just doing Melody's bidding. So now Melody's new best friend she's bringing in is now STORMI. So every single season, Melody has a new best friend until they have a massive falling out. I really like STORMI. I think she's funny. I think that she tells it like it is. I think she has a nice, fresh perspective. I love that she's a businesswoman, and I like her. I think she's great. I think she actually thinks critically. And I'm not just saying that because she confirmed my conspiracy theory. I genuinely like her. Hey, what's up? Hey, Miss T. Miss T says hello, Candy and all the candy canes. Hey, sweetheart. Miss T says Martell looks so fake. He looks so fake. Beyond fake. Hey, Miss T, Destiny is going to get the best of Mel. She is. She really is. I like Destiny. I do. I think last season she was going through something. Like last episode, she came out and said she was on public assistance. I can't imagine how that must, I don't know, like how that must feel. And I think she was just really going through something. And I think that we have yet to even scratch the surface of what was really going on with her and her ex-husband. Like, I think it was probably something really dark. And I've said this before. I think it was something really, really, and I'm not talking about cheating. Not that cheating isn't dark, but I think it's something else. I think it's something darker than, and I'm not saying just cheating as like cheating doesn't matter, but I think there's something else going on here. And I'm really proud of Destiny for getting back on her feet. She has her baby, and she was just being honest about everything that she was doing. Miss T says Mel over and over produces the show. Exactly. And to that point, that brings me to, let's talk about I'm going to skip over a little bit and we'll get back to it. But to that point, let's talk about the, what do you call it? The pajama party, right? I'll get to Marceau and Tisha and Miss Wanda. So the pajama party. You're exactly right. Mel overproduces every conversation she has is so scripted and so inauthentic. It's really hard to watch. I think everything she said with Kiki, who is Tisha's cousin, I think Mel had already choreographed that. I think she rang up Kiki, girl, hey, what's up? I'll bring you on the show. I'll put you on. I want you to say X, Y, and Z. I want you to co-sign X, Y, and Z. Similar to what I think Mel did with Tiffany last season. When Tiffany showed up at Destiny's birthday party, everything she said, I totally believe, again, this is my opinion, alleged, she had already talked to Mel about. The whole monster vaping situation, the whole calling out Destiny's husband's cheating allegations on her birthday in her face. I think everything Tiffany said was co-signed by Mel and orchestrated by Mel. 100%. And I think Tiffany is getting wise to it. And she's trying to mend the fences with the women on the show. What else? And I thought that, I'm sorry, there has to be a bottom to the petty. There has to be a bottom to the petty. And what was going on? Hey, Kamiko! Oh, my kitty canes are coming through. Hey, Kamiko. Mwah, how are you? Miss T says fake messy sleepover. Yes, fake messy sleepover. Exactly. Okay. So let's get back to that. There has to be a bottom to the petty. I don't care if I'm beefing with you and I'm not messing with you right now. I'm not going to go tap someone in your family to come on with me and tag team bringing you down. There just has to be a bottom to the petty. And Mel, I understand. Maybe you're not rocking with Tisha. Tisha doesn't really rock with you. Let's just be honest. Tisha will pretend like, oh, I thought, blah, blah. Tisha, no, you took a lot of pleasure on digging Mel too. This is the thing. They do the same thing to each other. They both, Mel and Tisha both give each other lip service. Like, oh girl, And then both of them behind each other back, tick, 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 tick. And then both of them snicker and sneer when they are the ones being roasted. They both do the same thing to each other. Mel isn't innocent, but Tisha is not innocent either. But what I will say is that I thought it was really dirty and low down to get someone's family member involved. Call me old fashioned, call me traditional, call me Pollyanna, whatever. I just think that sometimes there are certain things that are sacred. If you want to go, if say you don't mess with me, cool. And you want to go get my ex friend to come and, co-sign whatever you're trying to say, that's petty and dirty, but whatever, do you. But if you want to come and get my sister or get my cousin or get my mother or get somebody in my family, not only is now that family member dead to me, but now you've really shown that you have no bottom to your petty. Like, there has to be levels to this. And when she brought in her cousin to play Tisha like that and to play Tisha's marriage like that, that just showed me Mel. And like, I already had started to fall off the Mel train, but I was just that kicked me all the way off. You don't bring somebody's family member on the show to throw them down. It's just, there's levels to it. I thought that was insane. Exactly, Kamiko. No family and definitely no kids. Exactly. Hey, Kamiko, I'm doing my weekly reset in the background, but I'm here to support my favorite Coach Candy. Yay! Thank you. Yes, do your work, girl, and thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Miss Teresa's Mel give me Teresa vibes 100%. It's exactly like Teresa. They will put the bug in your ear, wind you up, let you go, windmill for them to fall off a cliff, and then let us watch you fall off the cliff and watch you take the fall with everything. Exactly what Teresa is doing now on New Jersey with what's her name? With Jennifer. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Miss T. Mel definitely uses others. She always needs a support group. 100%. 100%. Hey, Wanda. What's up, Wanda? She goes, Stormi needs to spend a few hundred of her millions on charm school, chilling with her mouth wide open and not talking is not a good look for such a successful millionaire businesswoman. Not charm school. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay, you guys. All right, let's get back into it. So I thought that was just a new level low, it was too much for me with that. So let's see what else. Okay. When it came to Tisha, Miss Wanda, and Marceau, and then I'm going to get to how Stormi confirmed my conspiracy theory. I love Miss Wanda, other than when she told, I can't let her off the hook for last season when she told Melody who was going to want you because you're divorced with kids. That to me was just disgusting, and being like, you might as well go back to the man who emotionally abuses you because nobody else is going to want you. Miss Wanda, I love you, but you're not off the hook for that one, sweetheart. Anyway, I loved how she ran Marceau down, being like, did you ever have an apartment with Martel? And did you notice how he never answered the question? At least I don't really think he did. He was like, well, what do you mean? Why would I? Blah, 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 all this stuff. And he was lying through his teeth, being like, oh, me and Martel never hung out one-on-one. I call BS on that. Weren't all of them in a crew together? And there were scenes. He's such a liar. Because even in the past seasons, there were scenes of him and Marcel at the gym together. And stuff. They were all road dogs, and they all still are road dogs. And Miss Wanda was right. Birds of a feather flock together, and all of them flock together. And I'm going to say something, and I want to be really delicate when I say this, because I want to say it in a respectful way, but I feel like I need to say it. I feel like the Scott brothers, Marceau, Mark, and Maurice, there is something, I don't know. There's something, I don't know what the word is, but I'm going to use this word, and I don't mean to be disrespectful by any means, but watching them, there is something very sick. There's something very pathological. There's something just very off and wrong. When these men talk, when they're confronted, particularly by women, their lack of regard for how women feel is alarming. Not just women in general, but particularly their wives is alarming. The way Maurice completely dismissed Kimmy last episode, and even before then with like the had they gone on a honeymoon yet? He completely like deserted her when Kiowa came in town. He completely disregards her when it comes to like monster stuff and all this other stuff. He made her wait like how many years before even getting married, and now all this other stuff is coming out. And then Marceau, we don't even need to talk about how he treats Tisha. I mean, that is just blatant dismissiveness. Like he literally could care less what she says or what she thinks. Um, and from what I've seen, their brother Mark is pretty much the same way. And then also the way that they twist reality, justify toxic behavior, and ditch and dodge and squirm. It's sick to me. It's sick, and I don't mean that. I don't want to be disrespectful to them. That's really not where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place where watching the way these men talk and operate, there's a sickness to it. There's like a pathological sickness to it, and it's scary almost. The way that they gaslight people, and the way that they dip and dodge and edit and revisit the it's crazy. It's like you could be like, oh no, the sky is blue, and they'll be like, well, how are you defining blue? Like blue to you may not be blue to me, and like it actually kind of looks like a teal on Fridays, but on Saturdays it's actually it's like like you know what I mean? It's the craziest thing to me. And even in the scene with Maurice, Kimmy, and Jalen was so freaking cringy. When Jalen was talking, like to me, Kimmy has even gone even more into like a shell of herself. She was like, "What do you mean?" Okay. And when they're talking about the post, and then Maurice was just like, "Mm-hmm," and like all that fake laughter, like, "Oh man, yeah, the post, the comments, I don't know." Like it was just so cringy and delusional and weird and bizarre, and it just I don't know, it left a bad feeling in like my heart. I don't mean to sound sappy or Pollyanna, but just looking at these men and the way they operate, there's like a sickness there. It's twisted to me. It's really twisted to me. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Miss T, Stormy did come on hot for no reason was a lot. I think she's trying to like solidify her spot on the show. Wanda says what Tisha won't. This is the thing. I think Wanda says what Tisha wants her to say. I think Tisha and Wanda's dynamic is very much that it's also very much like the whole Mel Teresa thing. I don't think Miss Wanda says or asks anything to Marceau that Tisha does not want her to say and ask. But I think that Tisha likes it to be, oh, my mom asked, my mom said this, because she doesn't want to do it herself. I think she allows her mom to be her proxy. And Tisha looked all the way delusional and crazy when she was like, I believe my husband. I don't think he's ever lied to me. I married him, not all these other people. And this is the man that God gave me. Is Marcel the man that God gave you, or is Marcel the man that knocked you up when you were in college and then you got married when you were 4 months pregnant? No tea, no shade. I'm just saying, I just don't like it when people use God or religion to justify their toxic behavior. Don't act like God gave you this man who allegedly is serially cheating on you and allegedly, in a lot of people's opinions, is very dismissive of you and disrespectful towards you. So don't act like God gave you a man to disrespect you, because that's not the truth. God probably has a very great man who would respect you and love you, but you're choosing to stay in something to front or for the money or for whatever reason you're staying in that relationship, but don't blame it on God. I don't like when people do that, because God doesn't bring you dysfunction and chaos and all of that stuff. That's a you decision. That is you, Tisha, deciding to stay with a man who continuously, publicly humiliates you. That's not God. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Miss T, one-on-one doesn't matter. The number of guys doesn't matter. See, that's why they try to be slick with it. They try to be slick with it. Hey, Miss T, the Scott brothers are amazing with word salad. They are, but it's like this weird, sick, toxic way that they do it. The Scott brothers are very manipulative. It's manipulative, yes, and sadly, their wives seem to let them make it. Tisha has given up, but Kimmy still has a little fight. 100%. 100%. Kimmy is still trying. Tisha was so happy. Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. So let's get back into it. So how STORMI confirmed my conspiracy theory. Okay, so my conspiracy theory the whole time was that Marceau knew exactly what he was doing when he did the post of the guys in Atlanta in 2015, and he did it because he was getting all of the smoke. I mean, Martell is kind of like a lost cause. Like nobody even kind of like that's not even like new news. And I think that the last season or so, it's really been a lot on Marceau and all of the dirt that he is allegedly doing. And so I think he put the post up about Maurice because he was like, listen, basically, like we're saying, we're all in the dirt together. We're all doing dirt together. We all have this alleged apartment. We all are going out and dipping it and doing it with people who are not our wives or girlfriends. We're all doing the dirt. Why am I catching all the heat? You want to act like you're so innocent. You want to sit up here on the reunion and lie and say you weren't dipping it and doing with us at the club in Atlanta when you were. I'm going to take you down a couple pegs or two so people can now see you for who you are and take the heat off of me. And I said that in my first video about this season, the real reason Marcel said it, and that's exactly what STORMI said at the pajama party. Do I think STORMI is coming in hot? Yes, I agree. But I like STORMI. I like her. I think she's cool. I think she's fun. She may need to reel it in like a scotch, but she is. I like her. I like her. And that's exactly what STORMI said, and it made perfect sense. And I was like, yes, that's exactly it. Because for as manipulative and as weird as the Scott's brother are, they are intelligent men and they know what they're doing. So Marceau did not do that post thinking it was just like a fun hee jab. He knew exactly what he was doing. You don't post something publicly online that could be that explosive, that is literally a receipt confirming that your brother lied, unless you wanted the backlash and the smoke to come on him. No one is stupid. Marceau did it on purpose. He did it for a reason. And if the tables were turned, he would have lost his mind. If his brother would have posted something about him and his alleged 2 children or whatever it is, he would have lost his mind. He would have lost his mind. Okay, let's see what is going on over here. Scott's brother are messy. Tisha, hey everybody. Hey, it's Claudia. What's up? Louis also confirmed about it, talking about man code. Exactly. Hey, V Baker. Carlos King said we're going to see a new Tisha commencing episode 5. She's going to start speaking up. Good. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Hey. Hey, Marcella. What's up? She goes, hey, my candies, my candy canes. Yes, yes. Hey, Miss T, STORMI didn't need to jump into the conversation that Timmy and Kimmy were having. Unnecessary stirring of the pot. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think she didn't need to stir the pot, but maybe she jumped in not knowing that they had just made amends and everything like that. I think STORMI's is going to come in as a new flavor, like a new perspective. And I also think STORMI isn't going to be unafraid to tell Mel the truth and how it is. Like, I don't think that Mel is going to be able to use STORMI as a mouthpiece the way she used Tiffany. And I don't, because STORMI, even at the thing, when Melody was like, well, I'm not inviting Destiny, she was like, why? You know what I mean? She wasn't just like, okay. She was just like, why are you not inviting her? Like, that's weird. So let's see. Thank you, Miss T. That's right. Hey, Atkins Quasia, STORMI on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Know to look where the skeletons. I'm excited for STORMI to come. I think she's gonna shake the things up. Yes. Hey, Miss T, Mel also jumped into the conversation unnecessarily. Yeah, exactly. They all jumped in. And did you catch the tea where Kimmy and Tiffany were talking about the chambers of commerce or whatever, and how Tiffany got fired allegedly? She had this very like PR response to it. Who knows if she got fired or she didn't get fired? Who cares? Whatever. Um, so but did you notice how Kimmy was like, well, yeah, the reason why we said that was because that's how Mel introduced you on the show. This is showing you how messy Melody really is. And then Tiffany goes, oh, well, she actually knew me from, I don't know what the organization was. It was like WBA Green or some other thing. And then they're like, well, no, well, she introduced you as, Tiffany from the Chambers of Commerce. And then Mel was over there, didn't say anything, just eating her chicken wings or whatever she was eating, like, oh, oops. So that is how shady Melody is. And don't get me wrong, I like Melody, but when it comes to the women dynamics, her slip is showing. So you knew that there was an issue with Tiffany at the Women's of Chambers of Commerce or whatever it is, but that's how you chose to introduce her on the show. When Tiffany said herself she hadn't worked there in at least 5 years, and that Tiffany has, I don't know, what does Tiffany do? All she said was, I have my own business. But if you guys know what Tiffany does, put it in the chat boxes. I don't know what Tiffany actually does. In the chat, yeah, put it in the chat box if you know what she does. But all she said was, no, I have my own business. But how come we don't know what Tiffany's business is? At least I don't know. And why didn't Melody introduce her as the entrepreneur, founder, CEO, blah, 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 blah of her business? Why did she put it out there that she was connected to Chambers of Commerce? A, if she knew that she was probably fired or let go or quit, whatever you want, whatever, Tiffany, it's cool. Who cares? Why do that? Why plant that seed? And then the way Melody didn't respond, like, to me, if I hadn't done that purposely, I would be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought that was like a really cool thing you did. And so I wanted to just like gas you up. I was like, oh, Tiffany, Women Chambers of Commerce, blah, 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 blah. Like, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Like, I would be shocked. I would be like, wait a minute. No, no, no. I didn't mean to like throw you under the bus. But Melody sat there quiet as a church mouse, looking like this and eating her chicken wings or whatever it is she was eating. That to me shows guilt and manipulation and being conniving. Because I think that Melody is a type of woman that doesn't really, I think her friendships are friendships of opportunity and friendships of convenience. Like, what can you give me, do for me? Is this a convenient friendship to have that I can get something out of it? If that makes sense. And I think that she does probably have a problem with women who she thinks might be doing something slightly better than her. I think that she really does look up to STORMI, but I also think that she wants to learn from STORMI because she wants to build $1 million company the way STORMI has. So it's a friendships of opportunity and also convenience. So we'll see what happens with that one. Tiffany helps find people internships. Oh, Miss T, Tiffany still has a nasty streak. Well, that's because Tiffany's nasty. 100%. 100%. Trust me, I'm not saying that I think Tiffany is innocent or she gets a pass because she was being Mel's mouthpiece. I do think she has a nasty streak, but I also think that she's realizing that she might have probably been used. You know what I'm saying? Like, as that puppet. Hey, it's Quasi. Yeah, she said fired, and Tiffany said, I left 4 years allowed. Like, which is it? Exactly. Which is it? Which is it? Hey, YMCM. Yes, Melanie's Tiffany last season. Exactly. She intends to use STORMI this season to do her dirty work. And yes, she wants what STORMI has accomplished, so Mel will keep her around. 100%. 100%. But for some reason, and we'll see, I bet you, the vibe I get from STORMI is I don't think she's going to be easily pushed over the way Tiffany and maybe some of the other women has been by Mel. I feel like STORMI might not so easily be a mouthpiece for her, but we'll find out. She did come in pretty hot, so maybe we'll see. Hey, yeah, it's Quaz. Yeah, there was a lot of what are y'all doing and what are y'all talking about in this episode. Yeah, Melody Slip been showing. Yup, but she also seems to be turning into a mean girl, starting a fire to watch it slow burn with a smile. 100%. 100%. Miss T, Mel is only friends with these people when the cameras are rolling. She basically told them that on the reunion. 100. You know what? Speaking of the reunion, hey, vacation every day. Melody and Martell are similar people. Melody and Martell are the same. Exactly. They are the same, two sides of the same coin. That's why they will never, and not just because they're parents, but they will never be done with each other. Every other word out of Martell's mouth is Melody, Melody, Melody. It's just like it's sickening. Stop it. Keep her name out of your mouth. Like you literally are. Martell is literally doing everything to compete with Mel. The whole weird calendar that will probably be at the bargain bin. I don't know. That was bizarre. And I said this at the top of the show. So if you guys weren't with us at the top of the show, what I said was, I think that to me, Martell is a cornball now. He's really corny. He's kind of even like a friend of. Like, they say it's like, oh, Martell and Melody were like the two people. That's how it began, but Martell right now is almost like a friend of the show, and he's so corny. And I think he made the wrong decision with his rebrand. If people are already clowning you, and people are already doubting your business acumen because now we all know, now it's on Front Street that you failed your test, that you didn't have a license, and that you needed Melody's license in order to even do your own business. Now that all of that is on Front Street, you actually thought the best way to rebrand was in a dingy tub with some baby oil? I'm confused. That to me does not say talented entrepreneur, CEO, boss man, blah, blah, you know what C-suite, no. Martell, if you wanted anyone to take you seriously, the way, and if you need help with your branding and marketing, you could email me because I can help you out. When it comes to branding and marketing, Martell, what you should have done was you should have gone the more business route. You should have been that GQ man. You should have been, you know what I mean, that Vogue man. You should have been stepping out on a private jet. You should have been on your yacht. You should have been writing, entrepreneur books, and you should be doing speaking engagements about that. That is how you actually gain a reputation as this quote unquote business entrepreneur man that you keep proclaiming yourself to be. It's not by wearing this funky, dark velvet robe in a tub while somebody takes pictures of you while you have baby oil and dried rose petals around yourself. What brand is that? I'm confused. I'll wait. What brand is that? Sorry, guys. Like, if you want to be a Chippendale, perfect. If you want to be cast in Magic Mike 5, perfect. But I don't know how what you are doing means strong, smart, intelligent real estate mogul. I'm confused. Ooh, sorry, you guys. It got me. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Let's see. Miss T says, I don't believe it was a real rebrand. Absolutely not. YMCM, I agree. Stormy is smart and she will put Mel in her place quick. I agree. However, Stormy is important. She is a real boss. Mel needs her right now, so she needs to learn from Stormy how to get ahead. 100%. Hey, Miss T, I don't like how Martell called Destiny to bring him oil. Slightly degrading. It was cringy. It was cringy. But I liked how Destiny didn't take the bait. She was like, I'm not putting my hands on you. Here's your oil. This is weird. Cover yourself up. Like, she did not take the bait. And I stand by what I say. I don't think Destiny and Martell has ever smashed. I don't buy that rumor. Hey, vacation every day. Not the dingy tub. I didn't get the idea behind the photo shoot either, but has anyone seen the calendar? Hey, Miss T, Martell could have done fitness since he's all about the gym now. That's true. You know what? That's another thing too. He could have done a rebrand as, like, fitness, health, wellness guru, all this stuff. But he's such a clown, and he really is just like a friend of the show. Hi, Tawana. What's up, sweetheart? How are you? Hey, Natoski. Magic Mike 5. Hey, it's Quazia. Rebrand is really corny. 1,000%. He should have stuck with the children's book. Still questionable. Agreed. You know what it is with the children's book? Martell stays trying to compete with women. The whole sexy rebrand calendar, whatever the heck that was only to compete with Melody because she has a more of a sexier brand now, with her singing, and she's been out there, just looking good. For as shady as Melody is, she's a beautiful woman. And she's really stepped up her game. Makeup, hair, fashion, all of it. So to me, he wasn't actually thinking about what is the best thing for my brand, but he was thinking, how could I compete with Melody? And then the whole children's book, Melody's mom, Van, actually wrote a children's book right around the same time that Martell put out the children's book with his children. So it's like, again, Martell, everything you're doing is literally just to compete with Melody. You're trying to be sexy because Melody's sexy. You wrote a children's book because her mother wrote a children's book. Like, it's scary and it's weird and it's bizarre. But better than the baby oil. Destiny Martell, no Mel would give her side eye doing that. 100%. Hey, vacation every day. Right, a fitness-related business would have been a better choice. 100%. He could have put out his own protein drink. He could have put out his own athleisure line. He could have put out personal trainer videos. He could have had a whole digital empire, an app being like, oh, you sign up to the Martell Ho app and I give you daily workout routines, how to lose, how to tighten, how to whatever, right? He could have done a lot with that, but he dropped the ball. Hey, YMCM. Melody is a user. She used Martell as the front to get on top. Mel used everyone around her to get ahead. She knew from the beginning she was going to divorce Martell. Yeah, probably. Probably. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Miss T, Martell doesn't have enough money to afford an assistant manager. Ooh, yikes. Hey, Wanda, it's easy, Candy. Martell's storyline was a lie that was exposed, and now he's looking and feeling stupid. Yeah, 100%. Hey, it's Quazia. Yeah, I still don't think Destiny and M smash. I don't think so either. I don't think Destiny and Martell smash. I don't get that vibe. I think they really are just friends. Hey, Miss T, Martell has no storyline without Mel. Nothing. Like, what is Martell doing? Does he have a job besides the calendar and the children's book? Because he doesn't have a license to actually build or to do anything. So what is he doing for his income? Like, what's going on there? Hey, yeah, it's a Quazia. Martell scenes are all weird now. They're so weird. He's literally like it's like they have to keep him on, like, just because. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really have any friends anymore. Like, him and the guys, they still hang out, but it's still really strained. Like, I don't think him and Marceau ever really mended fences. And that's why I think Martell is kind of clinging to Lou now, Big Lou. Like, they had their whole, like, scene in the gym, and they were talking. And he's like, well, I don't know why they came at you. All this stuff. And I was just like, were you not watching the show, Martell? I'm confused. Because Martell doesn't really have any friends left. I don't think Maurice really rocks with him like that. So who knows? Oh, this is another thing I wanted to say. And let me know what you guys think. Wait, hold on. Let me read a couple of more this, and then I'll tell you what I wanted to say. Hey, YMCM. Martell is a bodybuilding genius. Is his best attribute. He needs guidance on how to open his own gym and be a personal trainer. Either open your own gym or do like, everything is digital now. He could easily, because opening an own gym, like an actual store space, that could take a lot of money. And that could take a lot of, retail right now, like an actual storefront is a lot. But he could easily get some cameras, get some people to come in at his at-home gym or at the gym that he's in, shoot some workout videos, put them online as a course, and sell them. Like, hello, it's 2022. Ms. T, Martell and Louis could have used the storyline getting the fitness in on the show. Yep. Ms. T, Kimmy did not look happy at the sleepover. I think she will tell Tisha about it. I think she should. I think she should. That was dirty. I'm sorry. What Mel and Kiki did to Tisha, and it's not like I'm not like the big. I don't dislike Tisha, but I'm not the biggest Tisha fan either. But I can recognize when someone is done dirty. And bringing Kiki on the show simply to talk trash about Tisha and her marriage was dirty. That's her cousin. Find somebody else. But you don't bring somebody's family on the show. To me, family, kids, parents, off limits. Hey, Deborah, Melody has a bathtub in the skincare reveal. He's doing everything she does. Yup. On some level, it's creepy. It's very creepy. It is very creepy and bizarre. Hey, Misty, Lewis was kept so that Martell would have someone to film with. Exactly, because he doesn't have any friends. He doesn't have any friends. Okay, so let me get into what I want to tell you guys, what I thought. And let me know if you agree with this or not. I love the show, but I feel like it's going in the wrong direction. Two things. The first is I didn't like how they broke the fourth wall. And what I mean by that is I didn't like how they kept referring to the reunion. No other, on reality shows, you don't refer to the reunion, because when you say the reunion, then you're breaking the fourth wall and you're talking about being on a reality show while you're filming the reality show. You know what I mean? Like that, I was just like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? Like, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills don't sit around and they're not like, oh, Lisa, remember when we were at the reunion? No, like, you don't talk about, you can talk about what happened at the reunion, but you don't say the reunion. Like it's breaking the fourth wall. It's like when Denise on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills said bravo, 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 effing bravo, because she didn't want what was being said to air, because they don't like breaking their fourth wall. Breaking their fourth wall means that you are showing the audience that you are filming, that this is a show, that this actually isn't real life right now, and that I totally understand I'm on a set. It's like if one of the characters, instead of looking at each other, looked directly into the camera and was just like, hey, everybody at home. Like, that's breaking the fourth wall. It's like showing that that you're being filmed and you're on a show. It's breaking the suspended reality that you're actually watching these people in real life. I hate it that they kept saying, well, at the reunion. That, to me, you're talking about the show. Do you know what I mean? It's like none of the Real Housewives, when filming, will ever say the name Andy Cohen, because that would be breaking the fourth wall. That would be being like, yeah, I know I'm on a reality show and this isn't real. So I didn't like that. And then also I think the show is going in a weird direction, because now every single episode is just about combating what's happening on social media. It's just about combating what the bloggers are saying. It's just about combating Instagram posts. There's no life, there's no reality. There's no like watching people's lives. Every single episode and every single scene, it's just everybody talking about what was posted on the blogs. Martell in the bathtub, other than that, he was just talking about Melody, but the whole pajama party was talking about what was said at the reunion and what was posted on Instagram. There's not really any real life anymore. Jalen and Maurice and Kimmy talking, their whole conversation was what was posted on Instagram. There wasn't any, like, what's happening in their lives. Every scene now is just combating what's on the blogs, if that makes sense. But let me know what you guys think about that. Hey, yeah, this says yes. I love it. Let's see. Hey, yeah, it's Quasi. If I missed anybody's comment, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to them. So if I missed you, it was not on purpose. It just went by too fast. I'm going to try and get everybody's. Hey, yeah, it's Quasia. He could easily drop ship for Amazon. That wouldn't be degrading. Everyone who had a spark out themselves to hustle literally anything, i.e. people selling socks, tissues, laundry detergent. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do in 2022. I'm not mad at anybody trying to have a come up. Hey YMCM, Martell is a snake at being a husband. True. He is a beautiful man. His body is great. That is where he can excel. Being a trainer and having his own gym manager, get on it. Hey Miss T, Martell is being iced out because his boo has exposed them all with his help. Yeah, because Martell was basically Marceau did a Martell. I don't want to be the only one out here with my dirty laundry exposed when all of us were getting down in the dirt. So if you're going to come after me, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to talk about your 20 girlfriends. I'm going to talk about our apartment we got together. I'm going to expose everybody, right? 100%. Oh yeah, we said that one. Hey Miss T, the show is definitely in a rut when it comes to storylines. 100%. Cheating cannot be the only thing going on. I agree. It's like all about now. It's all just about cheating. Of course, everything's alleged, but come on, and responding to bloggers and Instagram. Like, what else is going on in the world? Like, what's going on with Kimmy? What's going on with Maurice? Like, other than just like Instagram post. Like, the whole show can't just be them basically having conversations about social media. Hey YMCM, I want to see Martell come up and take care of his kids, making money again. He has to get it together. His kids will see all this one day. I know. Not even one day. Like, that's the thing. Like, this day and age, kids are so smart. They are so on it. You know, they're better at computers and social media than like we are. You know, like my nieces are like insane when it comes to like the TikTok and everything. So it's insane. Miss T says absolutely producers don't jump in on Housewives unless it's desperately needed. Exactly. It's weird to me. Like, why are you keep saying reunion? Like, you're not supposed to be pretending this is real life. It's weird. That's because you're right. We saw that right. We saw what we saw and who said what. Get on with the reality. Exactly. Miss T, it feels like the show was doing damage control on itself. 100%. Martell could take it could take it to OnlyFans. I mean, him and Larsa Pippen, they could take it to OnlyFans. They really, really could. Like, I wouldn't even be mad at him. I would not even be mad at him. Miss T, what's happening with that 40 acres? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Hey YMCM, I want to see Martell excel. Oh, yeah. We know he has to prove he is a good father. Yes. Hey, Miss T, they're all using the reunion as the receipt. Exactly. It's just so bizarre and so weird. It's like, don't say reunion. That's like basically being on the show and be like, well, remember in season 1 when I said this and you said that? Remember it in episode 5? Like, you don't do that on a reality show. Like, could you imagine if Melody was just like, remember in season 3, episode 2, you said this? You don't do that. Why do they keep saying reunion? It's really, really bizarre. Hey, Squad, exactly what's up with the 40 acres. They can't do anything with the 40 acres. They can't. And what was the name? The comeback crew? Whatever. What happened to that? What happened to the comeback crew? What happened to the comeback crew? What happened to the 40 acres? What happened to all of that stuff? What happened to, like, I don't really understand what they all really do. I know that, like, what does Tisha do? She has her podcast, and I guess she helps with the business, with Marcel's business and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of that, what did you guys think about Tisha and Miss Wanda going behind Marcel's back for the money for Miss Wanda's food truck? In this instance, and it's not usually, but in this instance, I have to side with Marcel. And I'm going to tell you why. Having Tisha saying we talked about it is one, and saying, well, that's us saying yes, doesn't really fly. Like, she's trying to wordsmith like her husband does. If you and your husband talk about it and he's like, I need to know she's serious this time, that doesn't mean that you've agreed to actually give her this money. Like, did you agree on the date? Did you agree on the amount? Do you have a percentage in the company? Is there a contract for if she defaults? Like, you know, what does all of that look like? So to me, it's like, Tisha, you can't, You know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate 'cause as I'm talking through this. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. First side is Team Marceau. Tisha, you can't complain to him about him making decisions without your input, and then you turn around and do the same thing when it comes to giving your mother money for a startup business. So, in that, I'm sort of like Team Marceau. However, to play devil's advocate, turnabout is fair play. So I can also see how Tisha kind of feels. You go out and you make all these decisions. You go out, you get a vasectomy without my permission. You go out and you do your business and you do X, Y, and Z and you do da 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 and you don't consult me. You don't bring me in. You do you. So I'm going to go and do me. So I get both sides of that. To me, I think where it kind of nets out is that the marriage itself, and again, this is just my opinion, is dysfunctional and it's not working. And I hate to say that because I never want to speak the demise of a marriage or ill will towards somebody's relationship. Like that's not the spirit that I'm saying this in. But just watching everything that has happened and gone down, it just seems like a very toxic, dysfunctional relationship where there is literally not a lot of trust, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of doing things behind each other's back, a lot of tit for tat, and just a lot of drama. And I know it's a reality show, we want drama, but there's different types of drama. There's kiki haha drama, and then there's something fundamentally wrong here drama. So it's kind of where I fall on that. Hey Robin! Hey Robin, she says, hey kitty girl, hey sweetheart, how are you? What's up? Yay! Hey, yeah, it's Quazia. She goes, Jaylene scene was more entertaining. The Jaylene scene was entertaining. I like Jalen a lot. When he came in, he was like, hey girl, put your clothes on, my mom's here. And I love how Jalen like just asked him, like, did you cheat on my mom? And you saw Maurice's face, and Maurice's face told it all. Again, alleged my opinion. In my opinion, I'm not saying this is true. I don't have receipts. This is just my opinion, not saying this is fact. I think Maurice definitely has cheated on Kimmy pre and post marriage. That's just my opinion. Do I think he's currently cheating on her? No. Do I think he has? Yes. When it comes to Marceau, I think he's always cheated on Tisha and is still cheating on her. I think he did have the apartment with Martel. And again, this is just my opinion. This is just observation. Allegedly, I am not saying this is fact, and I am not saying this is true. I am just saying this is my opinion. Okay? I don't want anybody's people coming after me. No. This is just for fun. Hey, it's classy. Tisha and Wanda are the same. Oh Lord, they are the same. And I stand by what I said. I don't think Miss Wanda says anything that Tisha does not want her to say. I think Tisha lets Wanda be her mouthpiece so that she can deflect and say, oh, it was my mom. Hey, Wanda, this show has gotten lost in social media sauce. Exactly. But Carlo King seemed to be so proud of it. I'm confused as to why. I think, you know what it is? I agree. I think the show has really gone a little bit awry with no real storylines. The reality aspect of it is lost. There's a lot of overly producing done, particularly by Mel. A lot of the conversation seemed scripted, and a lot of the conversation seems to only be in response to Instagram and the bloggers. They broke the fourth wall talking about the reunion. I thought that was really weird and bizarre. But I think the reason why, and I think that Carlos King still has a lot to be proud of. So I say all of that, but by no means am I ever taking away from Carlos King. I think the reason why he is so proud of it is because he's the executive producer. It's his baby. It's one of his projects. And regardless if now they're kind of going a little bit off the rails, it is a hit show. We're all talking about it. It is on social media all of the time. It's getting renewed. You know, the stars are popping. So I think that a lot of shows goes through growing pains and ups and downs, but I think that Carlos King has still done a fantastic job, and I think that he does have so much to be proud of. So I get that, and I think he should continuously be really proud of himself and what he's done. But we need to get the show back on track. But we're on episode 2, so maybe it comes back around. Hey, YMCM, Marceau and Maurice bought their mom a home. Now Tisha should do something for her mom. Marceau has been running the marriage and the money. Yeah. I don't think it was so much that he didn't want to do something for Miss Wanda. I think it was more of we didn't agree to it together. I think that was more of what he was saying. But I agree, like he does a lot on his own anyway, so she probably was just like, well, you do you. Why do I need to check in with you to do me? Hey, it's Quasia. She goes, a contract is definitely a must. A strict contract is definitely a must. Family always feels like they're entitled, especially Miss Wanda, though I feel like Marceau uses money or access to it to control 100%. Hey, YMCM, Wanda is speaking for Tisha. Exactly. Marceau is hearing from Wanda what Tisha cannot say. Tisha really tells her mom to pipe down. 1,000%. 1,000%. And those brothers never answer a question straight at all. It's like, there's a sickness there. There's some type of like pathology there. And I don't mean that disrespectfully at all. I want to be very clear. I don't mean to disrespect them in any way, but there is some type of path, like there's something off within that, either the way they grew up or I don't know, but it's all three of them. Mark, Maurice, and Marceau, all three of them are extremely dismissive to women, have toxic masculinity, will gaslight and bend the truth all day long. They will like, they'll piss on you and tell you it's raining. Like that's the type of it. It's like crazy making behavior. It really is. It really, really is. And like, honestly, I'm like, Kimmy girl, Kimmy girl, Kimmy girl. Oof. Hey, Vodka. What is up, sweetheart? How are you? Happy Sunday. What's up? What is up? So you guys, if you have been having fun, if this has been a good kiki, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. If you're into self-love, self-care, manifestation, everything is linked below. I have a self-care podcast. I have a really cool series called Have You Seen Me? There's a lot of sex and murder and mayhem in that one. And I have other movies and books. So everything's linked below. So be sure to check that out too in case you like it. So let's see, you guys. It's Oscars Sunday. I have to go because I'm going out tonight. I'm going to a really fun Oscars party, and then we're going to the after party. So I have to go and zhuzh up my makeup and put on my dress and celebrate the Oscars. Hey, it's Quasia. They never answer a question. I was with I was with Miss Wanda telling Marceau about him. It's wild. It's wild, and it's toxic, and it's crazy making behavior. And it's just like, if someone can't just answer yes, or like, why can't you just say yes or no? Why does it always have to be you answer in riddles and you go all around the world? Because you're lying. And when Marceau said, everybody thinks I'm lying before I even open my mouth, yeah, because you're a liar. If you are a pathological liar, consistently lie, never can answer a direct question, and your facial expressions always look like you're lying, then yeah, we're going to assume that you're a liar. That's not brain surgery. Hey, Vodka, she says, I'm late, but have fun at the party. Thank you. No worries. All good. Everybody can catch the replay. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. So with that, let me stop running my mouth so I can go get ready and enjoy today. So thank you guys for joining me with this fun kiki on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We'll be back doing episode 3 next week, but be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be doing Candy and the Gang and all of the rest of the housewives, and you're not going to want to miss it. So with that, I love you guys. Like the video and share. I will talk to you later. Bye.
3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Have You Seen Me seamlessly picks up where Gossip Girl leaves off, but with more sex, more lies, and more dead bodies a la How to Get Away with Murder and You. When a coveted member of a group of entitled yet ambitious 20-somethings goes missing, their deadly secret is threatened to be exposed. But the real question is, who will be next? Read Have You Seen Me by creator Candy Washington on Amazon Kindle Vella, or listen and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts.